back to World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, Classic Blind. Doing a lot of flying intros recently. All works out. We are heading to Blackwatch. Or at least we're trying to. Should be somewhere around here. So, well, let us see if we can figure this all out. This is the Fleshworks, where they are working the flesh, presumably. We got skeletal constructors, spiked ghouls, all sorts of just terrible stuff out here. Well, this is where we're going to be doing some stuff. Sabotaging all the stuff here. Being a general nuisance, as we are wont to do. It's probably not going to be actually inside this area. It's going to be a camp kind of situation somewhere nearby. It's like a platform here. Let's see. There's a whole party over here, my goodness. Up on the mountain. There's an ore over here. That's probably in the cave that we saw. Ah, it is up here. My goodness, this is Blackwatch. How did you get a horse up here? I guess they're obeying the same mount rules as we are. So we can bring a ram up here. That makes a little bit more sense. Anyways, what do we got here? We've got kind of ghoul guy in a vat. Fantastic. Crusader, Olikin, same risk. The Scourge must be stopped at any cost. We cannot permit them to field the army they're constructing here.
Do not lose faith.
True. And here is Dark Rider Harley. This is Blackwatch. 2 people.
Make it quick.
The Fleshworks is the heart of the Scourge's ghoul, abomination, and flesh giant production. If we can take it out, the Lich King will be greatly weakened. That's a great plan.
Suffer well.
Good. We'll need all the help we can get. Olikin here is the Argent Crusade's contribution to our effort. Let's cut the chatter and get down to business of denying the Scourge their armies of the flesh.
There's work to be done.
Wild stuff. Where are they coming from?
Ashes to ashes.
The Lich King's tireless minions labor away night and day to assemble scores of abominations and flesh giants down there in the Fleshworks. Yet, that is not enough. More and more skeletal constructors keep appearing to increase the pace of work. If we do not discover where they're coming from and how they're able to work so quickly, we'll be overrun before we can act in force. Search to the southeast and see if you can find the source of these skeletons. Investigate to the southeast.
We are done
Okay.
here.
Southeast. Looking for a source of skeletons. Got summoning altars. These are summoned soldiers. Those look skeletal. Seems about right. Let's examine this. Oh. I think this is the right thing. It says return. We opened it. Or, I guess he opened it. They're coming from these summoning altars. The pile of skeletons are coming from over here with the pile of skeletons. Ah! Bird. Get away. Get away. Rude. Rude.
We press on.
You tell the Dark Rider about your discoveries at the summoning altar. I suspected such. We can't let this continue. Our first priority is to destroy those summoning altars, then deal with the mess the Scourge has already created here. Destroying the altars. Seems like a solid plan. So they're summoning in their workers and warriors at those altars. They'll need to be the first thing to go. The Master Summoner should have a staff which allows him to activate the portal. If you kill the Master Summoner and take the staff, you can use it to overload the summoning portal and destroy its altar. Do this at all 4 of the altars and return to me once they've been destroyed. Kill Master Summoner Zerod and use his staff. Alright.
Another time.
And we also got Death's Gaze.
Leave me be.
The Fleshworks is a vast operation. It'll be difficult to keep an eye on all that transpires here. Fortunately, I have a plan. Arlie produces an orb from the folds of her cloak and shows this to you. This is a Death's Gaze orb. With it, we can observe the Scourge's actions and decide how best to strike. Place these orbs on the stands at 3 crucial areas: the Abomination Lab and the Flesh Giant Lab to the southwest, along with the area surrounding the Green Cauldron far to the west.
We are done here.
Okay. We'll start over here this way. I guess the real question is if the Master Summoning guy is in here. Oh, there he is. There you go. There's his staff. And right here. Destroy this. These guys got like no health. Even compared to some of the other things we've been dealing with before. My goodness. It's clearing out the area.
That ability isn't ready yet.
And getting some loot for our efforts. Also a plus. Alright. What's this? Destroy this. They're already coming back. That'd be very rude of them. Get this destroyed here. I guess they're also rising. As much as they are also exploding. I pick up all my loot. Oh gosh, if they just keep on spawning, we're just gonna constantly have more loot to pick up. It's a never-ending process. Yep, there's the Master Summoner again. I got some quick respawn speed here. My goodness. Let's see, Vile Creeper. There's a crate around. Let's find these locations. The Flesh Giant Lab, the Cauldron area, and the Abomination Lab. Skyburn. There's a Crystal Wood Staff of the Beast. Giant Staff. Eh. Hand. Fang. Stamina Intellect. Gaze Orb.
I'm out of range.
That might be the right spot. It's not saying specifically what it is. Northwest, farther west. There's gonna be like labs. There's a lab, and a cauldron area. Here's a cauldron area. I'd say this is a cauldron area. What's cauldron need to be? Alright. That's his orb.
Far away.
I'm really listening to. That's the Abomination Lab. Cauldron area that was to the far west. There it is. This is what we're looking for. Cauldron area orb stand. That's what we're looking for. So now we need to find an orb stand at the labs. I think the labs are going to be more inside areas. They had a direction that they were at. Scourge. It's to the southwest. Yeah, right at the southwest. This is kind of a lab. Find any orb spots. There it is.
Too far away. I need to get closer.
No? That one?
Too far away.
No, guess not. Looks orbish. I find a very specific location. It's sparkling. That's the difference. Flesh giant lab. Perfect. Yeah, the specific things for the sparkling is what we are needing to find here. So this seems like it's gotta be the abomination lab. Right, there it is. Chained abomination. Out of here. Place the orb. Yeah, very specifically the sparkly bits. That's what we need to worry about. There we go. Very good. Very good. Get up here. And turn in the quests.
Yes.
Darksider Arlie nods in approval. Good. Now we can focus our efforts on shutting down the rest of the Fleshworks.
Suffer well.
In that
There's
case,
work to be done.
Dark Rider Arlie closes her eyes and seems to focus on something far away. With the eyes of death itself, I watch our enemy. With this knowledge, we will utterly destroy them. Counting on it.
Ashes to ashes.
Spill their blood. The Scourge cannot create their flesh monsters without blood and embalming fluid to preserve the parts and keep them functioning. If we can deny them these materials, their army will fall apart. We can easily destroy their creations. Throughout the labs, where the flesh giants and abominations are cobbled together, you'll find vats of embalming fluid and large orbs filled with blood. Destroy these and bring death to any who would stop you. Very good. So looking for all the big orby bits. Yes, Burrow's trying to stop us. Can't be having that. Blood orb. We're opening it / shattering it. Yeah, blood orbs. And these are going to be the embalming fluid vats. Good. What's over here? Smashing things.
I need a target.
It's very effective. Try to be all clever. Alright. Break one more of these. And there you go. Dealt with. Good. We finally found the sanctum of something down in there. I'm sure we'll be going in there soon enough.
Get on with it.
A dark, hollow laugh greets you as you report to the Dark Rider. You reek of victory, Eric Erickson. And that is good news indeed. Fantastic.
Another time. You need something?
Any follow-ups?
The Naru have not forgotten us.
And... Huh. Oh, here we go. Jagged shard. Like, what's going on? You pulled this jagged, dark brittle shard from the body of a ghoul. The metal blade lacks a smooth edge, suggesting it was forged by an unskilled hand, or is broken from a larger piece. Recall seeing similar shards embedded in the bodies of all the ghouls you've encountered at the Fleshworks, leading you to wonder why their creators bothered to include the metal at all. Perhaps Crusader Olican Sainrith would have some insight if you brought him the shards from several ghouls. Bring 10 jagged shards back here. Alright. Interesting. Just a random bit of quest. Let's see, where could we find many ghouls? The WoW creeper. Some rage going. Bird. This is very specifically a spiked ghoul. That sounds like the right thing. If I was looking for some metal spikes in ghouls, spiked ghouls seem like the good choice. Oh, I have a quest up here. Keep gathering spiky ghoul bits.
Not enough
Let's make our way up towards this quest here. While also grabbing everything else here. Beloves of fire protection. Amazing. Here is Father Camaros. Just kind of hanging out here. I'm not dead yet. The light smiles upon me. I've not yet died in this living nightmare. But the scourge will kill me and tear my body apart for use in their work here if I cannot escape. Cannot make it on my own, my child. With your help, I may yet live to fight the scourge again. Yeah. That's blessing upon you for aiding me in my time of need.
Light be with you.
Escort. Escort quest. Yeah, he just needs to get out of here. We can make that happen. Got a sparkling frost cap. That's not very much. Some tea. Got a good handful of things we need to sell in our inventory. Could you walk slightly quicker? Can I give you this rune to run faster? He's really not too worried about getting out of here, it doesn't seem. Eh, we're getting more jagged shards, though. Oh, that's progress. Just
Greetings.
casually walking out. We're just go fight some stuff while we wait. Choker of fire protection. That's another bit of fire protection stuff. Wild. Skeletal constructor guy. He's just kind of walking. Wild. Stopping again. There's not even like extra enemies showing up. And there's enough jagged shards. I'm just kind of waiting around. I guess fighting our way through this whole bunch was enough. It looks like he's trying to help fight every time we get into combat. But obviously that's not particularly necessary. It would be faster if he just walked out by himself, honestly. No, that's okay. That's okay. There's no way honey mint tea is worth 15 gold. Alright. Down onto the... Is it made of skulls or is that just a floor pattern? Hard to say. There you go. So these guys are like kind of like the guards here. Entrance to the Fleshworks. You good from here? We're gonna keep walking. It's a long ways. Anywhere else? You good? You know, tell my brothers that I live. Report to the Skybreaker. I have you to think for my life. I return to my comrades and spread word of your bravery. Fight the Scourge with all the strength you can muster, and we'll be by your side. Amazing. Very good. Let's head back up. Where she's still need to get more shards, huh? RNG. You are an entire thing out here. I'm gonna go try to loot the shards, but then not get the shards. Everything's fine. Got him. Just one or two more. Alright. Well, that worked out. Fighting our way through that area, getting all the shards. Good, good, good.
The Legion will fall.
What is that vile thing? Good question.
Remember the lessons of the
Looking
past.
handles the shards of metal gingerly. You saw these on all of the ghouls down there? I've never seen anything like this in all my battles against the Scourge.
Blessings upon your family.
I'm smelting.
Dionys Akar.
Mulligan turns one of the shards over in an armored fist. These could pierce armor with enough force. We have to find out what they're made of and what the Lich King intends to do with them. I bet it's Serenite. To the east, nestled next to Icecrown Citadel itself, lies Malachris. From the few reports we have, it's full of smelting and smithing equipment. Release shards there and smelt them in one of the open furnaces on the bottom level of Malachris. Once the metal has been reformed, we can identify it. Alright. Next to Icecrown Citadel itself.
Good health, long life.
And the runesmiths of Malachris.
May your days be long.
Those shards you recovered can only have come from one place, Malachris. It's the seat of the Lich King's metalworking operations to the east of Corporathar. What's puzzling is that metal isn't needed to stitch together abominations or flesh giants, or to summon skeletal servants. Find the skeletal runesmiths working on the bottom level of Malachris and capture the plates they're working on. We need to find out why this metal is finding its way to the Fleshworks.
Remain vigilant.
Very suspicious. So, let's see, east of Corporathar? We're high enough up that nothing down here can be a problem. That's good. East? East end of the... is here. Possibly down there. Somewhere up here at least. On the lower level. Well, we'll know we're there when we see all the ruined Serenite plates. It's pretty wild how much Serenite we just get. The shard. Watcher, not quite. Very spiky here. Harbinger of Horror. This is a spooky looking guy. Move a little bit further this way. Probably gonna be over here. Oh, here's somebody. Rise of Suffering. Earth the Cunning. Arthas' weakness is his pride. That weakness only grows as his power does. The Ebon Blade will have its chance to strike at the once prince. Of that I have no doubt.
We will have our revenge.
We will have our revenge indeed. There's an Eye of Dominion. Touch it. Oh my gosh. The blood-red pool within the eye swirls, betraying images of a massing army of Scourge. The eye seems to pull at you, whirling its way into your mind and triggering you to pull back instinctively. Feel very uneasy in the presence of this object. We're just touching weird orbs. That's probably fine. That's probably fine. There we go. Malachris, the Vile Hole. Stalker. Skeletal Rootsmith. There you go. Here is one of these. Smelt the jagged shards. Wow, it's a smelted metal bar. Got Runecernic plate. Perfect. You would think they'd be more aware of what's going on with the Serenite at this point. Another plate there. It's having some pathing issues on the table there. That works out. There we go. Yep. There we go. Umbral Brute Varicle guy. Okay. That is all of those we needed. Oh look, it's Serenite. Shocking. Well, not that shocking. Yoink. Yeah, we've been seeing Serenite in a bunch of other places. You think it would be like common knowledge at this point that Serenite is stuff. Oh, there's an ore right here. I still want to mine it. Yep. I need to deal with this guy first. Serenite's bad stuff, but we kind of just collect it. It's all good. Oh, look at this big guy. The Serenite Shaper. Neat. I'm something of a Serenite Shaper myself. Indeed. Indeed. Anyways. Let's get back over to Crusader Oldekin. Eventually we'll return to the Skybreaker. We also need to dissolve the Skeletal Reavers. They're right over here. Which one of these was the Skeletal Reavers? Ah, it's these ones. Yeah, we can do that. Can we pour this from the sky? Dissolve the remains of the Skeletal Reaver. Let's take care of the Reavers. Yeah. Yeah. Let's start from... Want to start from that side? Maybe best to attack from the front here, one at a time. didn't look like there was. Let's start here. You're a rabbit. Alright. But first, our first enemy we need to defeat, a bit of a hill. 60,000 health on a Skeletal Reaver. My goodness. Let me pour the acid on it. Amazing. We can... a reasonable plan. Ah, oh, that's right. I don't drop anything, unfortunately. See if we can get away with... in here. Generally, what we don't want is to have multiple enemies attacking at the same time. That would be less than helpful, clearly. There's a two-handed sword level 399. Just got one level to go now. Yep. Brilliant. These guys just keep popping out of the ground. Oh, goodness. There you go. 6 Skeletal Reavers defeated. And only dozens and dozens more to go. The first tiny crack in this entire system. Yeah, we're gonna need... The fact that there's a base on the other side of that wall is pretty wild. Pretty wild. Yeah, just one more two-handed swords level. Very good. Very good. At this point, we're doing just fine. I don't think that offhand accuracy is super important. But, obviously, better to have it than not.
Good health.
Have you smelted those fragments yet? Yeah, it's Serenite.
Blessings.
There's no
upon
doubt,
your
this is
family.
raw Serenite. We've seen weapons made from it in the hands of the Lich King's Chosen before, but this is the first time it's been used to arm anything else. The scale of that mining operation must be huge. Really does not make much sense when we were literally armed with Serenite. I bet we even have Serenite equipment on currently. Something we made. Savage Serenite gauntlets. Literally wearing Serenite. Nothing but the Lich King's chosen warriors have ever had Serenite things. Yeah.
Remember,
I can also confirm our mining operation's pretty huge.
Do not lose faith.
Were you able to capture those rune plates? Yeah, runed Serenite.
Dionys Akar.
I'm more in the melee spec Serenite equipment department myself, but runed is also decent. These plates match the shards almost exactly, just using cuttings from them to enhance the ghouls produced here. The Scourge is desperate enough to make a weapon of anything, it seems. All the more reason to hasten our destruction of this abominable place.
Remain vigilant.
By fire be purged.
May your days be long.
The Scourge used our own fallen against us by raising them as ghouls or skeletons, or by dismembering their corpses and using the parts to make abominations. This must stop. The dead are heroes who fell in defense of all the living. They cannot be confined to so grisly a fate. Moreover, we cannot afford to face them again on the field, used as weapons against us. Take this torch with you to the Fleshworks, and burn any of the corpses you find in the Sanctum of Reanimation or the Abomination Lab. Burn 7 festering corpses.
Do not lose faith.
Make it quick.
And a visit to the doctor. So they've been embedding these ghouls with broken shards of Serenite down in the Sanctum of Reanimation. We must put a stop to this before those ghouls can be deployed against our troops. Find the entrance to the Sanctum of Reanimation in the Flesh Giant lab area of the Fleshworks. There, the ghoul mastermind, Dr. Sabnok, keeps the most fearsome of his creations, Patches. Free Patches from his chains and help him take his revenge on the Doctor. Let his own creation be his undoing. Sounds incredibly appropriate. Right down in here.
Not enough rage.
Burn. Another spiked ghoul. Not exactly a festering corpse. Let's get in here. Loud creeper. There's the festering corpse. Gonna burn those. And also mine all their Serenite. Entirely necessary. Alright.
I can't do that yet.
Let's go out of the way. Burn. Corpse. There's Serenite everywhere. Love to see it. Anything in here? There's loot. And a festering corpse. Have we moved? Since I'm down to the target. Sure. We move this. Let's put that back. Alright. Let's keep going. We also need to find Patches. Not sure what this wants. Ooh, rich Serenite. Alright, now it works. Sure. We got a fancy rock there. Yeah, Twilight Opal. Inventory's getting nice and full. We do have some things that we could fix. Hi, Patches. Just going to release you. Patches get revenge on Dr. Sabnok. Hey, look, there's Dr. Sabnok. Oh, bravo. Do you feel proud of yourself now that you've unleashed this terrible mistake? I already had him scheduled for disposal. I suppose we can speed up the process a bit. It's a pity so many fine and reusable parts will go to waste. That's not going to be cut open or sewn up no more. Oh, he's losing. You can do it, Patches. Wow, he did it. Huh. Oh, that worked. Did we help? I don't think we really helped, but sure. Let's see where he's going. Off to disappear. Okay. Let's go on over here. Whole big operation. Doing more stuff. Yeah, general nuisance.
More rage.
Now that the doctor's been taken care of, looks like we're good to go. Trying to parkour. Jump onto here. Yeah, probably not. Let's just go. Very easy fight. You just kind of was doing no damage and then he one-shot him. Wild. That's fine. That's fine. Let's get out of here. Quest item. Much more gems. My goodness. Alright. Very good. Well, that is that dealt with. Now we just need to pop back up top here. Turn in the quest.
The legion's
Quest demon.
end draws near.
Sir Owen Sinarith listens solemnly to your report. My goodness, here comes a flesh ripper. He's here to rip our flesh. Is not the burial they deserved, but is better than nothing, and better for those who yet live. Thank you, Eric Erickson. We get a wand, or a glaive. Thrown weapon. A little bit of agility and stamina. Well, agility and crit. But losing the hit and arm penetration for our current bow, probably not. And we can't even wield the wands. But it's more expensive, so we'll take it.
Remain vigilant.
Enchanted torch. Brilliant.
Get on with it.
Dark Rider Harley throws her head back and laughs darkly. They do like their dark laughing, don't they? A fitting end for the good doctor, wouldn't you say? Indeed.
There's work to be done.
Killing 2 scourge with 1 skeleton.
Another time.
The workers in the Fleshworks Abomination Lab have already completed a number of their creations. For now, the creatures are chained to the pillars around the edge of the lab, but if we do not act, they will march with the Lich King's armies. Grasping arms reach out of the bone piles spread throughout the Fleshworks. These arms belong to skeletons enchanted with the power of fire. Find and free these skeletons, then take them near the completed abominations and watch the show. Destroy 3 chained abominations with burning skeletons. You can find piles of bones.
We are done here.
Interesting. First, let's get some eggs. These eggs for food, I guess. Alright, let's find these bone piles. That bone pile? It's a corpse. There's a bone pile. Grasping arm.
Not in
It's gonna be this construct here. I mean, we got the burning skeleton. I guess this is the flesh giants area, not the abominations area. We need to move on down another level. There's some loot though. Guess we can collect more skeletons. Oh, that just kills the previous one. Never mind. Let's get down. Might need to bring additional burning skeletons. That's okay. Okay. Let's just go this way. Do. And get over to the chained up abominations. There's one. You just need to cleave our way through here. I chained abomination. Exploded. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. So now we need another burning guy. And there's some over here in these piles here. Perfect. So we can use these ones next abomination. So over here. And then the burning just kind of makes them explode. Oh, perfect. It's still here though. Alright, there you go. Dealt with. More over here. There's some titanium. I'll take some titanium. That's also good. Amazing. And now a bird's attacking us. Also good. Fantastic.
You need something?
Ah, good. There's nothing like the smell of roasted, putrid flesh in the morning. That's the smell of victory over the scourge. My goodness. Magical cloth. Some leather. Mail with intellect. And wrist with stamina, strength, expertise. Less strength. No hit or crit. Nah. Most expensive one. And more emblems of heroism.
Have our revenge.
He's gone to pieces.
Suffer well.
With the abduction of... I guess that guy's gone. With the abduction of Crusader WotLK, the Argent Crusade's forces will have no commander in the final assault on the Fleshworks. While one Crusader is the same as any other to me, the Argents won't see it that way. Hate to see us waste time chasing after this, but I have no choice. Our gallant Crusader has likely been dismembered by now, and his remains used to construct abominations. Go down into the Fleshworks, kill the corpulent horrors fighting our forces, and recover WotLK's body parts. Recover WotLK's torso. Oh my gosh, there's a dragon here now. I think that's spoilers.
Ashes to ashes.
let's just get out of that. We need to find some corpulent horrors. Oh wow. It's going crazy down here. Oh, here's the corpulent horror. That's what we need. These little ghouls. There goes an Argent Paladin. Future Colossuses, my goodness.
More rage. Far away.
Wild stuff over here. They're gonna deal with him too. Okay. So this is, we're in a different section here now. Let's see if it continues further this way. Yeah, there it is. There's more corpulent horrors down this way. Looks like the Ebon Blade champions are showing up. Oh, good, good. Arm. There we go. Deal some of these ghouls. My goodness. A lot of stuff going on. Wild. Okay. Looks like we have all the pieces we need. Well, at least I do. They seem to be very common drops. Even guaranteed drops, so. Oh, we still need his torso. Oh, there we go. We got it. Now we got it. There's just so many pieces, I thought we had them all. WotLK's left arm, legs, right arm, and torso. My goodness. What a mess. Should have just stayed up here on top of the mountain and not gotten dismembered. My goodness. Recover the remains of Crusader WotLK. Yep. Look at these images. His torso, legs, arm, left arm. Wow. Well, I suppose it's good that we've recovered the Crusader, though I doubt his comrades had this in mind. Let's see what we can do to get him back on his feet, so we can get this charade over with and complete our mission here. Putting WotLK back together again. We can't afford to waste any time putting WotLK back together. Fortunately, the Scourge has provided a perfect place for you to stitch him back together. Near the Fleshworks Flesh Giant Lab is the Sanctum of Reanimation. Search there for a spool of thread and the Doctor's Cleaver. Then, take WotLK's remains to the large slab in the middle of the sanctum and get to work. Wow.
We are done here.
And here we have his remains all in a bag. Here's the Sanctum of Reanimation. Alright, here we go. Looking for things. This will be mostly cleaned out in here now. Anything in here? Yep. Let's say it's probably going to be in here. Based on it being an extra room. There's some thread. Now we need the cleaver. That's probably going to be down towards the bottom. Most likely. We can check. We can also grab some ore on our way, so that's worth it. Might be somebody fighting their way through here. Hang out for Serenite. Yeah, our inventory is completely full. That's definitely something. You'll love to see it. Let's find this cleaver. It's gonna be over in this area. After we already took out the Doctor and all his business. Also, more Serenite. Woo! Just taking up all of the space. Here's a cleaver. Dr. Cleaver. Fantastic. And now we need to be at the Sanctum of Reanimation slab. Up to the top here. These horror guys. What's the lab? That might be at the upper area. Because that's more of a slab up there than anything else. We're running back through here. Got a nice massive amount of stuff in our inventory. All these singular gems are not helping our inventory space situation. But they are helping our having a whole bunch of gems situation, so. Here's a good slab. Reanimate Crusader WotLK. I'm sure he's gonna be thrilled. Got some blood splattering. There he is. Hey, he's looking okay. Thank the light for granting me another chance, and thank you, Herr Garrison. You're welcome. Without your help, I would have been doomed to a life of undeath among the Lich King's gruesome creations. There will be a time for proper things later. There's still a battle to be fought. He's actually fine. Honestly surprised he's doing okay. Was expecting some kind of abomination. But I guess we're just that good. I guess we are just that good. He was literally ripped apart and put into multiple creatures. Yeah. It all works out. It all works out. we actually do have enough space here. We can now get, or we get Eternal Earth going. Go. All works out. Should be almost done here then. Probably.
We press on.
Wilkin should consider himself fortunate. No one is rescued from the Scourge. No one. No amount of thread and heroism will save him a second time. I'll make certain he remembers it.
There's work
The
to
Flesh
be
Giant Champion. We've done well in destroying the Fleshworks and slaughtering the Lich King's servants. Now all that remains is to defeat the Fleshworks' greatest accomplishment, the Flesh Giant known as Morbidus. It will not be an easy fight, but the Shadow Vault has dispatched Margrave, Dakar, and some reinforcements. Meet up with him at the highest point at the western end of the Fleshworks. Tell him when you're ready to begin the attack, and he'll order his forces into battle.
another time.
Alright, let's do it. Let's go at the western end of the Fleshworks. Like over this way. Begin our attack, our final attack on the Fleshworks. Up here? This is the highest point on the western end. He's already dead. Higher up? Oh, there he is. I mean, I guess... Oh, here is... Here's a guy I talked to. Dakar. Fleshworks will never again produce soldiers for Lich King. Let's kill this thing and get this over with. Oh, there's the Lich King again. You dare think you have thwarted my will? You've broken my plans. You've accomplished nothing. Your feeble resistance has only hastened your doom. Yeah. So spout your plateaus and flail until you are spent. In the end, you will become mine, and Morbidus will be the harbinger of your death. Show them what happens to those who defy the will of their king. You will pay for what you've done for the Argent Crusade! Come on. There you go. Morbidus defeated. Yeah. Wow. We did it. Where's the actual dude? Yay. There you go. Honestly, we've had more impressive minions of the Lich King to deal with. Wasn't much of a charging into the Fleshworks to take on the final boss. It's more like, we're already here. Yeah. Ta-da! There you go. With the Lich King's Flesh Giant Champion defeated, you must know that the rest of his forces are vulnerable as well. With you by our side, we'll teach the Lich King the meaning of fear once more. I got some cool looking stuff here. Intellect and spell power. Got some leather. See what I mean. Expertise. And stamina and agility. Lots of negative strength and critical strike though. Giant Champion Smelters, spell power, intellect and haste. And intellect and spell power and yada yada yada. It's very unlikely anything with intellect and spell power is what we really want. That's okay.
Ashes to ashes.
And there you go. That it? Looks like that was it. What was that dragon that was here earlier? Mysterious. And this time we don't even have a extra item showing off anything. So I guess that's done. I guess we're done here. As far as I can tell. Anyways. So that was the Fleshworks. All over this boat. Then we got 2 quests to return to the Skybreaker. That could connect back to doing more things. For sure. But first I think we're going to need to go to the bank. And auction house. Or at least a shop. At least a shop would be good. I think we can make that work. Next time. Goodbye.